Yes, yes, yes. It's Raphael Dawkins with the Combat Radio. Yes. It's Raphael Dawkins with the Combat Radio. And I know there's something missing. Ping. What's the ping mean? It means that you are listening to and probably watching Boxing Talk with Rafi special. Canelo misses deadline to file amended complaint. Okay, so let's get this thing, let's get the screen right. Boom, boom, boom. Damn. Who is that?
It's the real Raph
in
the building.
Who is that?
I don't know who this imposter is. Who is using my
Red Glove Militant. Red Glove Militant. Hold on. Oh, it's the van. It's not mine. Hold on. Let me double check. Yeah, it's my neighbor's van again. I'm going off after midnight. He needs to sort that thing out. Philip Carl Roberts up in here. Who else we got? Oh, you got stalkers. Stalkers. Yeah, I've always had stalkers, to be fair. I don't know why, but I think it's a good sign. It's a good sign, Red Glove. It's a good sign.
I think when you speak inconvenient, whether they're convenient, when you speak inconvenient facts or maybe even inconvenient opinions that you have of certain boxers,
yeah,
their fanboys tend to become your stalkers.
But a stalker is still a fan. It's just a different type of fan.
Yes,
different type of fan. But I think sometimes the stalkers are more fans than the actual fans.
Yeah, sometimes they watch even your content even more than the regular fans.
That's what I found. And I was talking to somebody the other day, and he told me something about me that he could only have told me if he was a follower on social media.
Yeah, that's true. I had a guy who knew my subscriber count better than I did. So they're out there.
They're out there, and some of them might be in here. Doppelganger. I feel like I'm watching Total Recall. always Red Gloves Militants again. You change the picture. Okay.
Oh yeah. I did.
Yeah.
That was just in jest. Once you found me out, like the truth always does, I went ahead and just put on my regular outfit, my regular uniform.
How heavy is the uniform though, Red Glove? How have you weighed the uniform? Do you know? Does it impede your performance?
It doesn't. It actually doesn't, and it doesn't have all the pretty lights around the eyes, and it doesn't. It doesn't weigh 40 pounds, but it fits me well.
Yes. And what have I forgot to do? I always forget to do something. Let's not try to forget today. Let's actually get that picture out of here, and let's put the picture that should be there in there. And what is that? Okay, I know what it is. Let's do this like boom, boom, and a boom. Okay, awesome, fantastic. Let's go. Okay, so sorry, my bad. Let's get this. Where are my manners? Much appreciation to Scythe Bud, the red sticker. Damn, I don't know how to do that, but it looks good. And none other than James Jameson from Scotland, with another contribution. Super chat dominators. Much appreciation to you. Okay, so let me Okay, let me, I'm going to go straight into this. Like I told y'all before, I'm not here for a long time, here for a good time. It's after midnight over here in the UK, so we're going to cut straight to the chase. And it's not that one. Okay, it's this one. So let me, my neighbor needs to go and take care of that alarm, It's probably sleeping. Okay, so let me share this with you. Let's do this. Boom. Where is it? Is that one? Yeah. Boom. Boom. Okay, so hopefully you can see this, but let me resize it so people can see for themselves. Okay. All right. So, excuse me. Let me like it. I told someone they'll be able to find it as one of my liked in my like section. So I have liked it. And you can see there that little red heart. That's a like. And okay, so Daniel Wallish. Who is Daniel Wallish? Is a legal guy. Let me see. Can you see what I can see? Yeah. This is on one of his posts. Let the Raffy get comfortable in the squeaky chair. Okay, so one of his posts, and I trust everyone can see it clearly. Okay, so boom, that's even clearer. Okay, so let's get into this without much further ado. Let's do this. Okay, so Daniel Wallish, legal guy. I trust from the USA, had this to say on Twitter earlier today. Okay, pretty much fresh off the press. What's that, a couple of hours ago? Yeah, I think a couple of hours ago. Okay, so let's get into it. So it appears the legal dispute involving Canelo Alvarez, Dazn, and Oscar De La Hoya may have been resolved. Yesterday was the deadline for Alvarez to file an amended complaint after the court had dismissed the original one due to a jurisdictional defect. No amendment, let's get this right, no amendment was filed. I find this very interesting. This is so fresh that if you type in, if you're trying to Google search this situation, you ain't gonna find diddly. You ain't gonna find diddly squat. It's that fresh. People don't know what to make of it. The deadline was yesterday, and now it's today. And yeah, no amendment was filed. So that takes us into very, very interesting waters. You see, it's been alleged, it has been written that Dazn offered Canelo a revised deal, trying to negotiate a revised deal with Canelo, taking him down from the alleged 35 million per fight, taking it down to 20 million per fight. And I've been saying it for a while now. I don't know who's heard me say it, but I've said it over here and I've said it elsewhere. Dazn, where did I read it? I think Dazn have an argument that they were given the impression, or they were led to believe, that Canelo was worth more than he actually was. I repeat, I want to say it again. I believe that Dazn may have been given the impression that Dazn are worth, or rather Canelo is worth, or was worth, more than he actually was. And so if that is the case, then Dazn can argue that they were working with some flawed figures, some figures which were not actually factual. Now, I repeat, this is not necessarily going to be Dazn's defense if they're called up in court. What I'm saying is that I think I read something to that effect, and moreover, I have suspected that that was the case for a long, long time. who came up with this value of 35 million dollars. Sorry, it always seemed like a bit of a stretch to me. Always seemed like a bit of a stretch to me. But now I am of the opinion, on hearing that the Dazn are allegedly renegotiating with Canelo, Golden Boy. I'm of the opinion that they feel they may have been misled as to the true commercial value of Canelo. And I put it to you, I repeat, I say this only as an hypothesis. This is an hypothesis. So, hold on, what's going on here? What's going on here? No problem. Oh, can't find anything either. Something's going on funny in the secret society. They're saying that they can't find. What is this? What is this? How do I get out of here? I'm trapped. How do I get out of here? Okay. They're saying they can't find anything to substantiate the claim. But we know better because we've got it right up here on the screen. Can't really share it. It's in Twitter. I don't have to share that shizzle over there, but I am showing it to you on the screen. Okay. Still on the beetroot. Still on the apple and beetroot juice. Okay. Let's get into. Where are we? What's going on? What's going on? Something's going on in the secret society. Yeah. Go to my Twitter. Go to my Twitter and check. Okay. As a matter of fact, I'm not even going to say that. Okay. Okay. So, where are we? Let's get into some of the comments. Red Glove's gone for a moment, but he will be back to add his perspective on this matter. Okay, so where are we? Deadline for court. This is funny. This is funny, folks. Okay. That's right. So I'm discussing it. Smart move. Always smart move. Always wait for multiple sources. Always wait for multiple sources. Boom. Smart move to wait for multiple sources. Smart move. Boom. Always wait for multiple sources. Hold on, where is it? Did I post it up or did I not? Damn, what the hell's wrong with me? What is this? Which group is this? Isn't this? I've not posted there already. I thought I posted it there already. What the hell's going on? Let me just post it there as well. Rafi's Rafi, are they gonna say Rafi? I hope they're not gonna say Rafi's stirring the pot. Rafi just brings the information. What's wrong with that? That's a good thing. It's just sharing. Sharing is caring. But in the meantime, Boom. It's certainly not over. OMG, Rafi's having fun with these shizniks. It's going back and forth between this chat and the secret society chat. This is hilarious. What's going on? Okay. The court ruling. Come on in, Red Club Militant. I'm going back and forth between this and the secret society. They're over there. There's a bunch over there in the secret society who are discussing this very topic. But instead of discussing it here, they're discussing it over there.
I just want to say this: when he filed this, this lawsuit or this litigation, whatever you want to call it,
yeah,
he should have been born ready.
Damn. What does that mean? Born ready. Born to do it. Ready to do it.
Yeah. And I mean, if he missed the deadline for the amendment, he definitely wasn't born ready. Because remember when they asked him about, are you ready to fight Triple G? He's like, I'm born ready. He wasn't born ready for this. That's for sure.
I like it. I get you what you're saying now. Let's see what people are saying in the chat, and then I'll get to you, Red Glove Militant. I just want to see what the people are saying up in here. Okay, so if the link says BBC, I pray it's the British.
Just a little joke.
That's funny.
I once posted a link for somebody to check out something. You know, I forget what the situation was, but it was in regards to boxing, and it was a link from the BBC. And they're like, "I'm not pressing that link." I'm like, I guess I can't blame you. With all the trolls on the internet.
Straight. Damn straight. So let's see what's crack-a-lacking. Let's see what's crack-a-lacking in here in the chat. Let's see what's crack-a-lacking. Where are we? The Philip Khan Roberts up in the building. Let's see if anybody's got anything else to say. Oh, you got say on the topic. I think it's the real. Oh, Cal L had his revolver at the ready. Where are we? It's only the neighbor's van getting stolen. Neighbor watch Chairman Rafi. No, I look through the window. There's nobody there. He's got a faulty alarm on the damn thing. Look, where are we now? No, I looked out. I made sure nobody was up to no good. You know, I'm a good neighbor. Yeah, Dixon Siders. Where are you, Dixon Siders? By the neighbors, man. Damn, alarm keeps going off. Thank you, lads. Yeah, the neighbor needs to fix the damn alarm. Keeps on going off. I think he had it fixed for a while, and then now it's going off in the early mornings again. Needs to boom, sort that damn thing out. Van's probably on fire. Oh my gosh. Smoke alarm. Jeeves needs to get on that smoked chicken. The roast chicken's going to turn into smoked chicken. Where are we? Where are we? Okay. So, courtroom drama isn't over, in my humble opinion. It ain't over. Courtroom drama is not. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying that it ain't done. You're saying this isn't the end of it. You're saying that this is just the start of it. I see what you're saying there. I see what you're saying. But let me drop the link into the chat just in case. Boom. Okay, so Red Glove Militant, what's your feeling on this? What's your instinct? What's your instinct telling you on this?
Well,
If you,
I'll say this:
yeah,
if it was any of us losing $15 million, it'd be devastating.
yeah.
But I mean, $20 million per fight is not
Yeah.
anything to
Sneeze at.
turn your nose up. Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
I mean, I think that's the right move. Like, I think DAZN needs Canelo to an extent.
Yeah.
And Canelo probably needs DAZN to an extent, I don't think anybody else is going to give him that kind of payday,
Yeah.
Consistently. He might be able to get a 20 or even a $35 million payday, but it's not going to be consistently. It's going to fluctuate. Where with DAZN, he knows what he's going to get. I think it's going to, I could be wrong about this, but he's probably going to be able to do the fights that take the fights that he wants to take with that, because there's been rumors about them pressuring him to fight certain individuals.
Yeah.
That pressure might be alleviated if the price is right,
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's the ball's in his court. I think, even with him missing this deadline, I think that, he's kind of in a win-win situation. The worst that can happen is that he parts ways with DAZN, and then he go and make less money elsewhere, which less money is going to be what, $10 million. Like, he's still going to make a lot of money,
Yeah.
regardless of what he does. So, and then DAZN, they'll just have to try to keep building their brand in the States off of Anthony Joshua. I think it will really hurt DAZN more than it'll hurt Canelo in the long run.
It'll hurt the zone more than it'll hurt. Yeah. I can see that.
At least in the States. I can't speak for other markets. But like Anthony Joshua, he's a good he's a good one to have, but in the States, boxing, and it's not Anthony Joshua, it's just boxing is not the exactly, it's not the sport that it used to be as far as popularity is concerned. I mean, here in the States, the biggest fights in the not so distant future are exhibitions.
Yeah.
The two biggest fights on the horizon are, so I just think retired boxers and YouTubers probably just outshine them, and it's not anything against the boxer's skills. It's just that's just the way that it is here in the States. But I'm gonna eat dinner, so I'm gonna enjoy the show from the chat for a while. If I can, I'll jump back on.
Absolutely. That was the Red Glove Militant. He's got his own channel. Check him out. Thank you, the Red Gloved Militant. Thanks for jumping on.
Thanks for having me.
100%. Much appreciation. Much appreciation goes out to the Red Gloved Militant. Okay, so let me have a look here. See what I'm sharing here. Where are we? Where are we? Where was that thing I just had up on the screen? There it is. Boom, boom, boom. Shut that down. Come back over here. Resize this. Okay. Oh, let's just get this a little bit bigger. I think that'll be sufficient. So, no. Another step up. Yeah, that should be good. Okay, that looks good. Okay. Right, where are we? Let's Okay. Let's have a look through these comment section in the chat. Okay, so hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Join Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, if they part ways, Canelo will still make a ton of money no matter where he goes. Yeah, he's going to make a lot of money, but is he going to make the kind of money that the Zone were allegedly supposed to be paying him? Is he going to be making that 35 mil per fight? Yeah. I don't know if he's going to be making 35 mil a fight, but I do agree that wherever he goes, he's going to be getting some premium dollars. He's going to be making some of that good American green premium dollars. Yes, I agree with that. I mean, some people say that he's like a Mayweather status. He's like a Mayweather status. Mayweather who gets hundreds of millions per fight. Is Canelo Mayweather status? I ask you. I put that question out to you in the chat, both in the present and in the future. Is Canelo Mayweather status? And in comes the man like the fight doctor in the building. How are you?
Fight doctor's in the house on Rick James status as always. What's going on, man?
Yes. So, people been asking for receipts. I can't post up receipts anywhere elsewhere. But it is there. You have seen it. Did you see the tweet? Did you see the tweet on the screen, or did you come after that?
I think I may have. No, I saw the tweet.
Okay, so you've seen the tweet. Let's just get the tweet up for those people who may not have seen the tweet. Where are we? Boom. I think it's there up on the screen right now. Boom, big and bold. So your observations, the fight doctor.
Well, I mean, I think. Well, let me just play this out logically.
Yeah.
Like, what could possibly happen, right? So now the contract stipulates that Golden Boy is supposed to receive, I think, $40 million for every Alvarez appearance on Dazn, right?
Yeah. Yes.
And out of that $40 million, Alvarez is supposed to get 35, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's say they restructure the deal where 40 goes to, let's just say 25, and then out of that 25, Alvarez gets 20, right?
Yeah.
And then let's just say that all of a sudden, coronavirus goes away.
Mm-hmm.
Now, not that I think it's going to go away anytime soon, but let's just say, for instance, I mean, look, things happen, right? And in America, at least, I think that what's going to happen with the coronavirus in this country, at least, hinges largely on who wins the election come November. And I have a feeling that if Joe Biden wins the election, the coronavirus is going to magically go away. That's my personal feeling.
How does that work? How does the coronavirus mutate or not according to who's in position?
Listen, I think it's largely a hoax anyway.
Damn.
To be completely honest, right?
Damn.
I mean, this is just the flu. That's just been trumped up largely.
Trumped up. It's a trumped up flu.
Exactly. And I think the reason why it is being as promoted as heavily as it is, a lot of that has to do with politics. And I think the powers that be probably don't want the guy who's in the office now, who's in the White House now. I think they want him out. And when he's gone, this is going to go away. Now, that's my own personal opinion.
So who's so this is a worldwide this is a worldwide conspiracy against Trump?
Well, I don't know about the rest of the world, but definitely in this country. I mean, that's just what I mean, that's my personal opinion. I don't have no evidence, I have no proof. It's just what my gut tells me, right? Well, let's just assume that after the election, there is a vaccine, and a year from now, the arenas are now full. Okay.
Yeah.
And a year from now, we are back to business as usual, in terms of, at least as far as sporting events are concerned, right?
Yeah.
But I've renegotiated this deal with Dazn to get $15 million less than what I was getting pre-coronavirus.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just cheated myself out of not just $15 million, but 15 million times however many more fights are left on my contract.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you promised me $35 million a fight.
Yeah.
You welched on the deal.
Yeah.
I negotiated with you in good faith. You came back with a 50% pay cut. And now I guess maybe we're meeting in the middle somewhere. But I'm thinking if I'm Alvarez, there needs to be some contingency plan that it should go back to $35 million if and when things get back to normal. Right?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, if the coronavirus magically disappears, now I'm not saying that's going to happen, but it isn't, it is something within the realm of possibility. It may not be probable, but it's certainly possible. And if we're talking about multi-million dollars, I want to make sure that those bases are covered.
Mm-hmm. How do you cover those bases?
That's a good question. I don't know. But, me personally, I don't think Alvarez is too smart. I don't know. Maybe he's learned something from what he has encountered over the last couple of months with De La Hoya and Dazn. Hopefully he's learned something. I think that he hasn't, because, you're filing a $200, $300 million lawsuit and you forgot to cross the T's and dot the I's. I don't get it. I mean, what the hell kind of business are you running? Canelo Alvarez.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just like Keystone Cops, and from both sides, in fact, I'm sorry, from all three sides. Because you've got the Alvarez side, you've got the Golden Boy side, and then you've got the DAZN side, and they all seem to not know what the hell it is that they're doing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, in my mind, I see this back in court at some point. Maybe not in the next 6 months, maybe not in the next year, but before it's all said and done, these three will be back in court.
Back in court. Okay. Let's get into the chat and let's get a little bit deeper into this shiznix. The fight doctor has brought an added dimension to this thing. So let's take a look at it. It's not the flu. It's a respiratory disease similar to SARS a few years ago. It's nothing like the flu. In comes Thomas Frederick. Hold on. No, there's another one. There's something else. More people died last year than this. Square that pandemic circle. China flu hoax. China flu hoax. So we've got one saying it's not the flu, and the other one saying it is the flu. I know James Jameson is one of the anti-mask guys. Fire doctor, do you wear your mask as stipulated by law?
I wear my mask, but you have to. I mean, you can't go into a grocery store without one on, or else they refuse to do business with you. So you have to wear a mask. Now, the only time I wear a mask is if I have to, like if I'm going into the store, I'm going into the bank, whatever, you going into a public place indoors, then yes, I wear a mask, but only because I have to.
Right. But you don't really believe in this thing. You don't believe in it. If you had your way and you had the option, would you take the mask off?
Here's what I think, right? I think that the flu mutates. and every now and then you get a strain of the flu that is a little bit more dangerous or deadly than the strain from the previous year. So I mean, the flu kills 100,000 people every year. I mean, the flu kills. Listen, the flu season in the United States last year was crazy mad. It was crazy mad, right? I mean, like the flu in the United States was like just every state was like flu stricken.
Right.
But there wasn't like no shutdown. I mean, nobody really talked about it, right?
Yeah.
Because it's the flu.
Yeah.
And you expect that it's going to show its ugly head every year, and it did. Last year was especially bad, but it didn't get nowhere near the type of publicity or drive that this is getting. Now, I'm not saying that this is I'm not saying that the flu is on par with coronavirus. Right. I mean, yeah, there's some merit to anyone who thinks that this is more deadly than the flu, but it's not a lot more deadly. I mean, it's still the flu. It's a cold. Okay, it's a respiratory infection, right? Well, I mean, it's I mean, is this even more deadly than pneumonia? I somehow doubt.
I haven't really looked at the stats. I really don't watch the news. I really don't stay abreast of the news anymore. I did when I was a kid, but the older I got, the more I said to myself, Rafi, you need to focus on your star player. You need to focus on your MVP. You need to focus on you. And I know it might sound a little bit selfish, but I think that oftentimes with the news, it gets people focusing on things that further away from home when perhaps they should be paying more attention to what's actually going on in their homes. And, that's my kind of position. I mean, yeah, the outside world is important and you need to keep an eye on it, but really and truly, primarily, you gotta focus on your own books, your own ledgers, first and foremost. So perhaps I become a tad insular. Perhaps that is the case. Well, I know for a fact that is the case. But really and truly, I mean, my position on this, Shiznix, I don't look at the stats. I don't know how many people died of the flu last year. I don't know how many people died of pneumonia. I don't know how many people are dying of this thing, the pandemic. But I do know that countries are losing billions every week, and have been for some time. How many months?
Can I answer that?
How many months? Yeah, in a second. How many months has this shizzle been going on? Going on about 6 months, 7 months. Earlier part of the year, 6 months. I don't know why governments would be opting to be leaking out money like this if it were just a hoax. Over to you, the Fight Doctor.
So, since the beginning of the coronavirus, what has happened is what is taking place now is the largest transfer of wealth in human history. All right?
I'm listening.
The largest transfer of wealth in human history, which actually should be termed as the largest grand theft larceny in human history. Because what's happening is this whole coronavirus deal is just a means by which the rich can rob and steal even more from the middle class and the working poor.
Dang.
That's what's happening. So if you want to talk about who's losing money, okay, well, let's talk about who's losing money. Who's losing money? Now, I can tell you right now in the United States, these big corporations like the airlines, for instance, they are getting welfare up the ass.
Dang.
All of their CEOs are taken care of, okay? It's the people who handle the luggage. It's the people who are in the aisle, who are the flight attendants. They're the ones who are suffering. They're the ones who are about to lose their jobs, okay? The CEO, they all have golden parachutes. And meanwhile, the government, in this country at least, is paying all of these corporations millions and billions of dollars to keep them going. Well, who pays that? Who's paying that tab? Because it's not the rich, okay? Because they don't pay any taxes. I don't know if anyone's been paying attention to what the hell has been going on with Trump's income tax situation, but they've uncovered 15 years of his income tax returns, and the man has paid zero tax, essentially. He's paid no tax. A multi-millionaire, and he pays no tax.
Dang.
So the hoax it's not a hoax, it's theft. That's what it is. It's grand theft. It's the grandest of grand theft is what's going on. And that's the reason why this whole hoax is taking place. So that the rich, the top 0.01% can get even richer because it's never enough. It's never enough.
Meanwhile, people are dying. Meanwhile, people are dying.
And the rich give less than two shits. Excuse my French.
OMG. Okay. Damn. We're getting some controversial views over here. We got the Fight Doctor on the panel, and we got the James Jameson in the chat. Okay, so let me get through a few of these comments in the chat. The point is that it is more infectious than the flu. Emergency services would not be able to cope if everyone got ill at the same time. Everyone got ill at the same time. If everyone got ill at the same time. I'm not sure I fully get that. But anyway, before the lockdown, the British government downgraded the coronavirus on the infectious diseases list. Before the lockdown, they downgraded it. Yeah, dang. Was that true? Is that a fact? I think I heard something along those lines. More people died last year from eating Tide Pods than the Rona virus this year. I don't know what Tide Pods are. I don't know if that's a joke. What Tide Pods?
Laundry detergent. That's what it is.
So it's a joke. It's definitely a joke, yeah?
No, that's real talk. Yeah. So people in this country, they do dumb things like that. They eat, they sniff glue and all kinds of stuff to get high. Okay, listen, America. Listen, they should change the name of this country from the United States to the United Get High States. That's what everyone over here is trying to do. Get high off of some of any and everything. Trust. Okay? I'm telling you, man.
Why? I talked to Rick Glazer about this. Why are so many people in America? I mean, a lot of places, not just America, but we'll use America for an example. Why are so many people in America hell-bent on getting high in whichever way possible, by any means necessary? What the hell is that all about?
It's a long list of issues. I mean, I don't even know where to begin. For one, it's glorified here. And then two, people are trying to escape because they're depressed or whatever their problem is.
Yeah.
And then Western civilization, a lot of people get mad when I'm about to say, but it's true. Western civilization is built on a foundation of ignorance.
Yeah.
Okay? And it represents the tail end of human achievement. And I think that's primarily what the problem is. And then, it goes back to capitalism being Satan's sacred geometry. And at the end of the day, the capitalists make money off of you getting high. Okay? Drug dealing is big business in this country. Always has been, always will be.
Yeah. Some of the biggest businesses I've heard are people trafficking, drug dealing. What was the other one? There's three big ones: people trafficking, drug dealing, and can't remember what the third one is. It'll come to me. Not in this show. I'll have to refresh my memory on that one. Yeah, but some of the biggest businesses are illicit businesses. We know that the American government flooded the American inner cities with the coca, with the cocaine, and they cook that up and turn it into rock. They call it Ready Rock, not to be confused with Rock Steady. And poisoned. We know that under the Ronald Reagan administration, the inner cities of America were poisoned. We know that Shiznix was coming over from places like Colombia on military planes. We know that when Bush was the leader of the CIA, he transferred the landing site to much of this deadly cargo to a place none other than Arkansas, where at the time you had a guy called Clinton. What's his first name? Bill Clinton.
Slick Willie
was in the house, and Slick Willie and his good lady made a king's fortune from working alongside with Bush and allowing the deadly cargo to land in Arkansas in military aeroplanes. I wish somebody would come at me. Come at me, bro. Somebody come at me. Somebody come at me and tell me I'm wrong.
Listen, I'll take it a step further, right?
Yeah.
Now, we all remember the second Gulf War. Now, prior to that, you had the Taliban in Afghanistan, and they were essentially burning the poppy fields in Afghanistan. All right. The Taliban, they were not having any of it. You poppy field? No, we're not having it. We're going to come in here and we're going to burn your poppy fields, and we're not going to have any opium, heroin. It's not happening. Nope, not happening. Now, Gulf War II kicks off. Okay. The United States invades Afghanistan. And now we all know about the oil.
Yeah.
But that's only part of the story. Because 10 years after the initial invasion by the United States into Afghanistan, you now have Afghanistan turning out more opium than ever before.
Yes. I want to stop you there. I'm going to come back to you, but I want to stop you there. Somebody tell me, how is it that once America invaded, what was it, Iraq? Where did they invade? Afghanistan. When they invaded Afghanistan, how is it that one of the world's leading, if not the leading, producers of the poppy, you know what the poppy makes? You know what the poppy makes in those poppy fields? Yeah? You see those people lying around in shop doorways? You see those people with the cup asking you for money? Yeah, that's what the poppy fields produce. Now, I want somebody in the chat to tell me, how is it that once America invaded Afghanistan, that the poppy fields have never been more productive? How is it that the produce from those poppy fields increased? I want somebody in the chat to come and tell me. Explain that to me. if there is anyone who isn't clued up on this topic and doesn't understand that what we're looking at is the state being the biggest dealers. The USA state is the biggest, I don't want to say the word, dealer in the world. How about that?
I'll say it.
How about them apples?
Yeah, I'll say it.
Go ahead.
Drug dealer as well as arms dealer. Guns and drugs.
That's right. That's the thing. That's the third thing. The biggest trades in the world are drug deal. I just said it myself. Narcotics, people, and arms. Yeah, I want somebody to come and challenge me on that. Somebody come and challenge me on that. OMG. We got A Santos up in the building. Who else? I know I missed somebody. I don't like missing people. I like to acknowledge people. Thomas Fredericks. I'm sure Thomas Fredericks used to come around the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio when it was first started. Tell me if I'm wrong, but that name looks familiar. Yeah, A Santos. Good to have you. Thomas Fredericks up in the building. Who else have I not acknowledged? Okay, so Pablo was working with the CIA. I want somebody to come in the chat and challenge me when I say Pablo was working with the CIA. And who was the leader of the CIA? None other than George Bush Sr. Somebody come and challenge me. We're educating people over here. Yeah? We're educating people over here. You know, some places you just go and you get some idle chat and that's all cool in the gang. I ain't hating. But it's different over here. Barry Seal, for those who don't know, Barry Seal was a pilot, and he used to fly the planes over, used to fly planes for the CIA, go down to South America empty, and come back and land where the CIA told him to land, in an airfield in Arkansas. So Bush was the leader of the CIA at the time, and Slick Willie, Bill Clinton, was the mayor or whatever it is, the head guy, the big cheese, the big honcho in Arkansas, who made millions upon millions upon millions to protect the cargo, pretend as if he didn't know about it, off the books. I guess, you know, some of that money worked its way into the Bush campaign and into the Bush, well, you know where money goes. You know where money flows. So,
Say, Rafi, can I just add something real quick?
Yeah.
So for anyone who thinks that this is all conspiracy theory and that it sounds kind of crazy, I would agree. But oftentimes truth is stranger than fiction. And
always.
we talk about the Bush family, their level of wickedness is off the charts. All right. And, you know, the crack cocaine in LA in the 80s, that was all George Bush, George H.W. Bush.
Yeah.
And little known fact is that Prescott Bush, who was the father of George H.W. Bush, was part of a consortium that financed Hitler.
Wow.
That's real talk. That's documented. Okay, it's not. This is not no conspiracy. This is well known. This is documented.
I don't know nothing about Prescott Bush. I'm gonna have to look into him. Damn. Prescott Bush. Damn. So that's another layer. I've got to peel back another layer of the onion. Okay, so let's get into the chat. Okay, A Santos with the wise words. Yes. I am here now. I have made it to another masterclass live. Indeed. Straight up and down. Straight no chaser. OMG. RGM. Okay, so what we're looking at here. Let's have a look at this. We touch on the pandemic. Touching on the pandemic, around 3% of positive cases have died from the virus worldwide. However, let's not forget that around 10% require intensive care. If 10% of 35 million people, you do not have the intensive care units. Yeah, I see what you're saying. 100%. Corona attacks the old and vulnerable. That's where resources should have went to accommodate everyone. Yeah, I hear that. A lot of miserable people in America. I'm sober, 34 years, and I'm 34 years old. Yes. Don't get me wrong. I don't have no problem with the green grass of home. You know, I think the green grass of home can be a good thing, but used appropriately. Okay, so flatten the curve. The plague didn't happen. Okay, around 3% of positive cases have died from the virus worldwide. However, let's not forget that around 10% require intensive care. If 10% of Americans' population is 35 million people, you do not have the intensive care units to accommodate everybody. Yes.
Say, Rafi, can I just say something about those numbers real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Now, I can't speak for other places in the world, but I can speak on the numbers here in America. And I know for a fact that the numbers in this country are inflated. I have a cousin who works in the medical field, and the professionals have been talking about this for some time now, how anyone who dies, essentially, I mean, you get shot. I mean, there have been instances where people got shot who happen to have or who happen to test positive for coronavirus, and the cause of death was coronavirus, and not from the fact that they got shot in the chest with a 45. Okay, and it sounds ridiculous, but that's exactly what's been happening in this country. All right, so I know that those numbers are way inflated. So so my question is this: if this outbreak, virus, epidemic, whatever the hell you want to call it, if it's as bad as you say, why the need to inflate the numbers? You know, so I don't get it. So there's definitely, this is something, there's something definitely afoot. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. And the chat is on fire. The Taliban still sold drugs, family. Sorry to say. Yeah. I mean, you know, wherever there's money to be made, wherever there's money to be made, there's going to be someone prepared to make it. Let's put it that way. You're spot on, Rafi. Coke probably funded Bill Clinton's run to the White House. Well, listen. Bush was a leading drug runner, yeah, at the head of the tree, and he made it to the White House. Okay, trafficking coke. Okay, this probably I don't know what they're gonna do to this video. They're gonna say, "Oh, Rafi, you shouldn't have said this, that, the other." But listen, we're grown freaking adults. I can't dumb it down. I can't dumb it down. YouTube don't like it, but I can't dumb it down. I'm sorry. Damn it. We have to talk the real truth. Sorry, YouTube. But damn. Okay, so we gotta talk the thing, man. Trying to stifle people. They're gonna say, "Oh, you shouldn't have said this. You shouldn't get the hell on up out of here." Yeah. So as I was saying, so then Bush, one of the biggest drug dealers, ever. They put Pablo Escobar up there as a scapegoat. No. He was effectively working for Bush, who was the leader of the CIA at the time. So what happened to Bush? He made it to the White House. And then who was the next in the chain? He roped in Bill Clinton. What happened to Bill Clinton? He made it to the White House. You can't get to the White House on fumes. It takes masses of money for advertising, for those plane rides, to pay whoever the hell you got to pay. It takes millions upon millions upon millions. Okay? So Bush made it to the White House. Bill Clinton made it to the White House. And you got senators over there in the and it's not just limited to the USA. We're just talking about the USA because the USA is probably one of the most corrupt countries in the world. So we're talking about the USA right now. But they're not the only ones. But so you have senators. I've seen a list. I've seen a chart. I've seen the diagram. I've seen the receipts. You got senators over there who started off as protest people, and you can hear their speeches from back in the Dazn. Even around the time when Bush was Reagan. Actually, Bush was the architect, and Reagan was the puppet. Bush told Reagan on a need-to-know basis what was really going on. So you can't really blame Reagan. He was just the puppet. He was the guy you saw. He was the guy who was in the presidential seat. But who was pulling the strings? None other than George Bush, the senior. He was the head guy at the CIA when Reagan was on your TVs. So let's not get it twisted. It was Bush. It was the man behind the throne. Okay. So now you got these senators who've been in the Senate for almost all of their adult lives. You got people in there, believe it or not, who've been there for like 55 years. Started off as protesters, protest people, truth seekers. And one by one, they got paid off equals silenced. One by one, they got silenced. How you silence somebody? You don't have to kill somebody to silence somebody. You can just pay them some money. You can just pay them some money. It's much, much less messy. It's much less messy to silence somebody by paying them some money than the other way. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Okay, so. All right, where are we going? I just didn't let most of the Northern Alliance fighters and those people fields were burnt up before the war. They just didn't let most of the North Alliance. I think I know what you mean. I thought the war was to liberate hearts and minds. If you mean hearts and minds, you know, digging up of the resources the natural resources that go in the place and steal the people's things. We've been there. We've been here before. We've been here before. OMG. We've been there before. Okay. Let me carry on with the chat. I'm not challenging that narcotic arms and people thing. Who can deny it? Who can deny it indeed? I mean, you know, there's some dark and devious and nasty stuff which I'm not even going to go into when it comes to people trafficking. But let's just say that the Clintons who had the foundation, you know, when there was the earthquake in Haiti. What I'm going to say about that, well, we all already know that Clintons, well, a lot of the money that should have gone to the people, that was raised for the people of Haiti, never got to Haiti. Let's just say that. Nobody knows where that money went. But it was last seen in the Clinton Foundation coffers. It was in their possession, and nobody can find the money trail. Okay? I think I made myself kind of clear on that. And I will say anything you hear on Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio, anything that I endorse, anything that's got my stamp on it, but you doubt, I strongly suggest that you actually go do your own research and come back and tell me that I'm wrong. I strongly suggest that you do your own research if you think that anything that's been said is not factual, in actual fact. Bush Senior, 100%. Yes, yes, yes. The governor. Okay, we got Heinrich Smits. Heinrich Smits up in the building. OMG. OMG. Heinrich Smits, what you got to say about that? What you got to say about that? Prescott Bush almost got prosecuted as a traitor funding the Nazis. OMG. This is school is in session, folks. School is in session. Damn. It's the Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. If you haven't already done so, if you're enjoying the mind-blowing, mind-expanding experience, please feel free to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button, hit that follow me on Twitter button, hit all the good buttons. And once again, shout out to the super chat dominators of this show. James Jameson, Scythe Bud. Much appreciation, much appreciation, much appreciation to everybody in the chat. But it ain't over. It ain't over. It's almost over, but not quite. We're still in this thing. Okay. Rothschilds funded both sides of the war too. Well, that's some smart thinking. That's some smart thinking because you can't lose. Damn, bet on both. Okay. The apple, what is it? Apple and beetroot juice is going down a treat. Okay. Never mind. Okay, so we're back talking about the flu, a little bit of flu talk there. We're gone past that now. Rewind for the boxing. You know, over here at Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio, we talk about boxing and life. Mind expansion. Mind expanding experience. Okay. So Bush Sr. was the head of the CIA. Yes, he was. At the time when Ronald Reagan was the El Presidente. Senior, Bush Sr. was the power behind the throne. Okay. Trump's second term is going to blow the world's mind. He will have nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. In short, the world is run by the let's be honest, in terms of morality and decency, the world is run by the dregs, the real dregs of society. How about that? How about that? How about the Epstein guy there? Yeah, you know who was funding him? You know who was funding him? He wasn't no millionaire or billionaire. He was giving his millions. Yeah? He was working, well, listen, follow the trail. You had, what's Maxwell? Who's Maxwell? The big fat Maxwell. Who was he? Maxwell, what's his first name? He used to run the Mirror Group. The tycoon, Robert Maxwell. You had big fat Robert Maxwell. Epstein was dating his daughter, whatever name, Ghislaine Maxwell. Yeah, Maxwell was working for the with the Israeli government and the Israeli Secret Service. They had a program called Promise. OMG, Rafi's going in. They had a program called Promise, which they stole from a developer in California, Silicon Valley. And basically it was the forerunner to a lot of the technologies used today. We're going back, 30 years now? Easily 30 years. 30? Yeah, I think so. And some computer program whereby governments could keep a trace on people of interest, whether they be terrorists, whether they be high-powered criminals, enemies of the state. So with this program, you could just type in the fella or the lady's name. Didn't come up with nothing. Try the social security number, national insurance number. Type in whatever you need to find them. And then all of a sudden, all of the details come up. All of the bank account details, including the account numbers. All of the credit cards come up. Everything, their house comes up. The car comes up. The little apartment they're renting out for their mistress comes up. Yeah, that program was called Promise. Now, what the Israelis did, is they stole it from the developer over in California, and to this day, the guy's in litigation, trying to get compensated, trying to sue. To this day, he hasn't been paid for that program. Well, they went one step further. The Israeli Secret Service went one step further. They put a back door. In the what do you call that thing? What was it called? Program. In the program, they put a back door in the program, so to all the governments to whom they sold Promise, the program Promise, people tracking program. All the information that they gathered, these individual governments gathered, went right back to the Israeli Secret Service. So there you have it. So Maxwell was working with them. He was the one selling it. He was one of the people selling it around the world. He had access to everyone around the world. And then obviously he got finished. He got off by the Mossad because he ran into financial troubles, or his financial troubles were exposed, and he tried to blackmail the Israeli government. I said, sure. Yeah, we'll pay you. Yeah, just go out on your boat. Where do you want to meet us? Where do you want to meet? What's the coordinates? Yeah, sent some guys in there, some Secret Service guys, and offed him. Pushed him over the boat, naked. That's where he was floating like an iceberg. That's where they found him, in the water, face down, but naked. Yeah, and who comes in? Yeah, the Epstein fella. They roped him in. The Victoria's Secrets guy. Yeah, Wexner. He, billionaire guy. Billionaire dude. He was one of the people who bankrolled Epstein, among some other Israeli sympathizers. Yeah. But Epstein was no billionaire. All that money was given to him by people who had billions, millions upon millions to share. Or to spare, rather. To spare. They ain't going to share it with you and me. No. They will share it with friends of the state. Okay. So, yeah. So, talking about Epstein, we're talking about people smuggling, we're talking about not just fully grown people, yeah? And some people went missing from Haiti. And they were not fully grown people, yeah? So we're talking about trafficking of people of various ages for various reasons, yeah? And Epstein, yeah. You had a finger in that pie. So, when I say that society is run by the dregs, government is led by arguably the dregs of society, you will see what I mean. Okay, so. Yeah, man, it's a murky business. It's a murky business. It's a messy business. It's a dirty business. It's dirty business. Big business. Dirty business out there. Dirty business out there. Rafi Thoreau. I actually like that guy. I'm a big fan of that guy. When he did his stuff back in the day. Louis Thoreau. Yeah, man, absolutely. Absolutement. Yeah, so we're coming to the end of the show. For anybody who doesn't see eye to eye, people not seeing eye to eye, now's the time to agree to disagree. Because you're coming to the end of the show and want to leave one nation under a groove of one accord with different opinions, but of one accord. Yes. Okay, so where we at now? Okay, we're going back to the corona. We're going back to the pandemic talk. Larry David would do a better job than the real Bernie. Okay, I don't know. I don't really keep up to date with the politics over there. I just like to, stick to the real stuff. Bush Clinton was on the only NGO allowed to interfere with Haiti. Yeah. They certainly interfered. Deep show. That should be the title. Rafi goes in deep. Rafi goes in deep. Okay. It's 1 hour 35 minutes. And I think that's appropriate. Yes. We went deep. This time. And I think A. Santos said it best. Where is he? Where is A. Santos? Yes. A. Santos said it best. I'm here now. I have made it to another masterclass. Live. Indeed. I like it. Okay. We're going to stop sharing that now. Dang, is that the time? I just thought I'd go live for about 45 minutes or so, half an hour to 45 minutes or so, and share this with you, the Canelo news. And I think I perhaps should restate that before we lock this baby off. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so just to recap what we were talking about originally. See how you can see. Okay, let's take that down for a second. Oh, damn. Yeah, so it appears that the legal dispute involving Canelo, Alvarez, Dazn, and Oscar De La Hoya may have been resolved. Yesterday was the deadline for Alvarez to file an amended complaint after the court has dismissed the original one due to a jurisdictional defect, but no amendment was filed. So, no amendment was filed. So does that mean that it's all good in the hood? Does that mean that it's all gravy? Does that mean that it's happy days? We don't know if it's happy days. We just know Canelo did not file the amended case. So what are we to deduce from that? Well, the only thing we know for sure is that he didn't refile. What can we surmise? We can surmise that they're in talks. De La Hoya, Canelo, and perhaps Dazn. We can surmise that they're sitting around a table somewhere, drinking wine and eating cheese and grapes, and trying to resolve this situation. Does it mean a pay cut for Canelo Alvarez? I think so. I think it means some kind of restructuring. The deal. 35 was just simply not doable. So that's going to have to change it. They're going to have to sit down. They're going to have to come to one mind and one accord. They're going to have to work it out. Are they going to stay together, or they're just gonna come up with some separation settlement? Yeah, somebody gonna have to get paid off, or is it united we stand? How's it gonna work out? That's the question right here on the Raphael Dawkins, the Combat Radio. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Yeah, they're going to have to work something out. You have been in tune to the Boxing Talk with Rafi. Well, it's not just Boxing Talk with Rafi. You get more with the Rafi. Yeah, went in deep. What's going on in the secret society? Something's going on in the secret society. Something's going on in the secret society. What's going on? OMG. 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 Canelo has refiled his suit against Golden Boy. Well, it's a damn good thing per Dan Raphael. Well, it's a damn good thing I'm still live. I hope everybody's still here. Don't go nowhere, folks. You see, the secret society can come in handy sometimes. Where is that thing? Where did I just see? Okay, boom, boom, boom. So you should be seeing it now. So we got conflicting information. There is conflicting information. I hope nobody didn't go nowhere. Say that Rafi gave him some bad information because we got it up here now. So the originally, the original poster said Canelo had not refiled his lawsuit. But Dan Rayfield, according to Dan Rayfield, he has refiled his suit. Hold on, let me go over to the secret society and Canelo filed his suit. Canelo filed his suit against Golden Boy as per Dan Rayfield. Interesting. Good thing I'm still alive. Yeah. Let's imagine if Rafi had closed down the show and the conflicting information had arisen. OMG. Where are we? Yes. Okay, so what's going on? What's going on in the chat? It's a good thing we are still live. Yeah, because there are reports that Canelo has indeed refiled. Well, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? It's a full buffet. I'll be on in a second. I don't know. Talking to me? Who you talking to me? You talking to me? I don't know if he's talking to me. Let's go and check. Oh, not talking to me. Not talking to me. Talking to somebody else. Okay. I see what's going on in the chat. Okay. Okay. Yes. Cheese and grapes. You know, on them cocktail sticks. The cheese and grapes. I remember that. Okay. Rafi's the new David Icke. Shocker. OMG. Next time we'll be talking about shape-shifting reptilian creatures that walk among us. The shape-shifting lizard creatures that walk among us. Oh, yet. David Icke said the Queen was a shape-shifting reptile. OMG. Okay. DJ Georgie Porgy up in the building. Okay, so let's break out the news to Georgie Porgy. Okay, Georgie Porgy, we got two conflicting views. We got one fella. Oh, you can't see that, can you? Okay. Uno momento. We got one fella saying that. Who's this? Where's the Wallish guy? There he is. Boom. We got one fella, Daniel Wallish, a legal guy, saying that it appears the legal dispute involving Canelo Alvarez, Dazn, and Oscar De La Hoya may have been resolved yesterday. Yesterday was the deadline for Alvarez to file an amendment complaint after the court had dismissed the original one due to a jurisdictional defect. No amendment was filed. Okay, so it looks like they didn't meet the deadline. So it was speculated. That Canelo had not filed. It was believed. But uno momento, not so fast. Apparently, somebody in the secret society, where is it? Someone in the secret society came up with this little gem. You see that? Yeah, you can see that. That is, apparently he's got the blue tick, so that's Dan Raphael, who writes, as expected, Canelo has refiled his suit against Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya, and DAZN USA. Okay, so let's have a what is that? Which is that? Okay, there it is. So the suit was initially dismissed because of a technicality. Canelo had until midnight last night to refill it correctly, and it was refiled. The face of boxing. He wants away from Oscar's control, period. Laugh my ass off. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I became a father today. My son was born a few hours ago. Congratulations. All right, so what is this? 22 minutes ago. Should Rafi add something? Let's let's add something. How do I respond to this? Okay. So we left it till midnight. So when did he refile? When did he refile? On the last day? On the last day? Boom. Okay, your tweet was sent. Okay, so am I even following this guy? I should be following him. Yeah, I'm following. Cool. I didn't notice him. Maybe do I need to set some alerts? Dan Rayfield. Huh. Dan Rayfield. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah. Gold leaf truffles. It's anything goes type of day. OMG. Okay. I don't think you licked the blood. OMG. Okay. So let's bring this down. Let's bring this baby home. Okay. So I think we've got through it. We did it. Canelo misses deadline to file amended complaints. Or does he? That was what we talked about today. Boom. Okay. So, what else is there left for us to say? We've chopped it up finely and nicely. Good show. Deep sleep needed now after a deep show. 100%. 100%. I don't really think there's anything left for us to say. Damn, last time I looked at the clock, it was 1 hour and 35. We're 1 hour and 35 minutes in deep. And now it's 1 hour and 50 minutes. Damn. My, how time flies. Where we at? Where we at? Where are we at? I love this one by A. Santos. It was marvelous sentiments, and I think highly appropriate. Yes, I am here now. I've made it to another masterclass, live indeed. Perfecto. It was a great one. Gotta give a shout out to everyone who took time out of their day to come and spend it over here. Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. I want to give a shout out to everybody in the chat. I want to give a shout out to who joined me. It was the Fight Doctor, of course, but yes, the Fight Doctor and the Red Gloved Militant. Much appreciation. And of course, can't forget the Super Chat Dominators. Tonight's show, James Jameson and Scythe Bud. Scythe Bud has his own channel. Cool dude. Be sure to, don't be shy to check him out. Okay. Mr. Raphael Dawkins, it's the thank you to everybody. Mr. Raphael Dawkins, it's the Combat Radio. It's the like, it's the subscribe, it's the comments, it's the shares. And it is the hitting that bell icon to stay updated with news and notifications. And don't forget about the live show. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Mr. Raphael Dawkins, it's the Combat Radio. Oh, and don't forget, tomorrow, Wednesday, 9 p.m. UK time, 4 p.m. on the East, and 1 in the Wild Wild West. Mr. Raphael Dawkins is the Combat Radio, and that will be Ask Rick. There's nothing else to say other than thank you all. Sleep well. For everybody in the UK, over there on the East Coast, have a very good evening. Over there in the West, yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Missing you already. Yes. Blessed.